she's putting all of our cards down on the table, knowing there's no way that you'll be able to win this one. This is the time. Look into your eyes.
Hey loves, it's your girl LAL here. Thanks so much for tuning in to my channel. Y'all, I wanted to film this video earlier, but it did not go down, so here we are right now. Don't worry, don't be irritated if y'all hear the boys. It's because they done their homework. Finally, they finished a little late today. They had quite a bit of homework to do this week, and so now they're actually able to be on the computer to play with their friends. So if y'all hear them, please just disregard that. But I wanted to chat with y'all today, and y'all know I'm fidgety and antsy, and I could be, you know, all over the place. So I am going to sit here and just get ready while I talk to y'all. So we're gonna chat. I'm gonna be talking about my lock journey. I'm actually at 4 months, so I'll include that update in here for y'all, because on the 26th I'll be doing a 5-month update already. You heard me? Yeah, baby. Already. Time just flying by. But we're gonna talk about inner healing. We're gonna talk about personal growth and like my mental state. You know, so when I do chats like this, I do them to be you know, to better connect with y'all, to be genuine, and to show y'all like really, you know, how I am, you know. Y'all, some of y'all have been with me through my highs and my lows, so y'all seen me during my good and my bad. Lately, I ain't even been really wanting to be on camera, you know, when I haven't been feeling my best. I haven't wanted to even get on camera. It's just like, the devil is a lie. But so I'm just gonna chat with y'all, but I'm gonna start off by using my e.l.f. matte oil control primer today. That's this right here. And it's because I'm using tinted moisturizer. So we're gonna apply this to kind of help tone it down. And that's all we have on right now. So anyway, y'all. So y'all know I had super short hair at one point, which I decided to grow back because I had to keep cutting. It was growing so fast, and I had to keep cutting it. But I had some health issues that led me to get like chemotherapeutic. I had to get infusions. Rituxan infusions and some things to help with my immune system, myasthenia gravis, chronic inflammatory, what is it, CID, demyelinating polyneuropathy, CIDP. Yeah, that's what it is, y'all. It's chronic inflammatory demyelinating polyneuropathy. And yeah, some other stuff. So anyway, that's what led me to start, you know, doing TWA and rocking my hair short. But one day I just got sick. I just got so sick of repeatedly having to like cut my hair every 2 weeks. And so I asked God one day, I was like, what should I do with my hair? And he, you know, I didn't get an answer, of course, right away. Because I was all out of answers. Like, I just felt like, I don't know. And I love wigs because wigs allow, you know, change and stuff like that. But I just needed a break. I needed like a change, you know. And so one night I was showering, and he gave me a vision. Oh, if y'all see me looking down, I got my mirror right here. So yeah, I got to look and see what I'm doing. But oh, let me tell y'all, this is Pretty Fresh by ColourPop in Dark 20N is the shade. This is a tinted moisturizer, hyaluronic acid tinted moisturizer. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with that. That's what it looked like. But yeah, so I asked God and I didn't get an answer like right away. But one night when I was showering, he gave me a beautiful, he gave me a vision of like some really beautiful locks. And I was like, well, that didn't take long, you know, like, I was like, but I wanted to make sure, you know, that I was receiving what, you know, God wanted me to do. But I had contemplated getting locks for like 5-6 years prior to me even, you know, getting them. I had, you know, started watching a whole bunch of videos and stuff like crazy once I saw that vision. Yeah, once I saw that vision, I started like actually, you know, watching more lock influencers and stuff like that on YouTube to see like how I wanted to start mine and so forth, so forth. And so yeah, he gave me that vision and I started actually like researching it. And I was like, I've been wanting to do this for so long, like why not? So I just started, you know, doing all the research that I possibly could. Because I'm the type of person, like, before I try things, like, I try to do my, you know, my due diligence. I can't talk out. But before I try things, I try to do my due diligence and, like, see what it do. You know, try to test it out. Make sure it's okay for me to be doing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this tinted moisturizer is very nice. It's not heavy. And I like it. But a month later, after doing all that research, I started my lock journey. And I documented that for y'all. So that's a video that's been up if y'all want to see. I have a lot of videos sharing different hairstyles, updates for, you know, each month of my journey and so forth. So yeah, I thought it would be cool to like share that with y'all. But I did not expect this journey to be about so much more than hair, y'all. The last time that I really chimed into who I am and my purpose and stuff, like what truly benefits me, what doesn't really work for me. Like the last time I actually went through self-improvement, self-care, all that good stuff that we supposed to keep up with, you know, regularly, was my process prior to becoming a mental health counselor. And it was a long process, let me tell you. When I tell you, every year of my graduate program was something else. And the life was, my life was not. Y'all look at, you know, influencers and please know that we are human. I don't care what you see we have. Life be lifing for everybody. Y'all just never know. But for me to make it through and actually like still work on healing and address everything I need to address while attempting such a that program, y'all, it was really, really, really complex. It was difficult, and I do not regret it because I learned so much, you know, during the course of going through my program. But that was like the last time during my practicum and my internship that I had the opportunity to like meet with my clinical supervisor every week and touch bases on how cases were going and how I was holding up. She was pretty much like my mentor, but it was like, you know, kind of like I had, you know, my own therapy too at the same time, because like at least with my clinical supervisor, that's how she was. So like I could open up to her about anything, and she would like even point out things that I didn't even realize. And she was like she was very, very experienced. She was older, but she was very experienced as a clinician, and she pointed out things that she picked up on about me and my personal life that I was trying to ignore and like avoid thinking of. So during that time, it was like really important that I had a clinical supervisor like that before I actually got out and was helping, you know, people And to maintain, you know, you have to maintain yourself as a person to be able to help anybody else with what they're going through. And but that was like when I really, 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 you know, had a lot of focus on me. And, you know, even thinking about my purpose and things like that, like I should have been, you know, because I had somebody to kind of like draw attention to that, you know, say, hey, I realized this and this and this. What about you? You know? So, yeah, I got something in my eye. My eyelashes be forever getting, they shed, y'all. Ever since I had, I don't even get chemotherapy right now. I haven't even had to use my port in so long. I have a little port right here, I call it my little button. It's not that big. Plus, you know, I'm like busty. When you got big boobs, you can barely see it anyway. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. Don't sue me. But y'all, look at that. Look how, it's not like super heavy coverage, but I don't always want like a cakey look to my makeup. You know, like sometimes I just want to keep it simple, depending on what I got going on. Because, baby, sometimes she came to glow and she did not come to play. She came to slay the night away. And we live in Vegas, so we be having to do what it do. So, yeah, that's my Pretty Fresh tinted moisturizer. I'm loving it. So you know your girl has got to conceal, because I don't want to be looking sleep, child. I'm gonna go in with this Can't Stop Won't Stop in caramel. It's by NYX. But at this point it was like, well, okay, the cat is out of the bag, you know. Even though the whole world isn't aware, you know, like that's what I was thinking, like, oh my gosh, like somebody knows that I'm not perfect. Somebody knows that, you know, like not even I can pretend anymore, you know, about, you know, this particular thing. And when I come on here and I talk to y'all, it's not about to really vent, even though my channel is highly therapeutic for me. It's therapeutic for me in multiple ways. It's not about putting my burdens on y'all. And that's, I tend to actually be a very private person. I don't know, that has something with me to, you know, something to do with me being a Virgo or what. I don't know if other people with, you know, birthdays that fall around that time are that way or not. Because that could just be very coincidental. I'm not like super heavy into all that. But what I can say is I can be very I'm quiet if I'm upset, but I'm quiet when I'm observing. If I'm trying to get to know people, if I'm not, you know what I mean, I'm very observant. So I'm gonna be like observing to see what's going down. Like I've always been like that since I was very young. So y'all, let me go ahead and start blending this out. But yeah, even though the whole world wasn't aware, it was that moment that I began to notice and be more aware about what I had been through. Like, you know, ain't no more throwing it underneath the bus. At this point, I need to address this. Because, you know, you want to be the best you that you can be. You know, it's important that you not try to suppress any memories and all that stuff. Like it's better that you heal and deal with them than to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was going through so much with my health. The hurt and mistreatment that I experienced from people whom were undeserving of my energy, etc. Because I've always been like really sweet, but I went through, God had to get me together because I was very naive and gullible. I believed in giving people the benefit of the doubt, letting people have 3 times to mess up and all that, which is just stupid. You heard me? It's stupid. Because you let people know what you're worth. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all know what I'm saying? So once again, it was time for me to do some exploring, like I had done, you know, during the course of my program before I even got into any clinical anything. I had to do some exploring, you know, and I needed to be honest about how I was really feeling about what seemed like 99 health issues, 11,000 health issues. So that's what it felt like, you know, that being thrown at me at one time. Because when I tell you I got multiple diagnoses at once, and then it took a whole year, which was like my last year of my program when I was doing my practicum and my clinical hours. That's almost that whole time, a few months after I started my practicum, I was dealing with testing and stuff to figure out like what was going on, like with my health. But anyway, then I needed to do some reflecting to determine that like what was causing me to be in such a dark place, basically, y'all. So that's what I'm getting to. And how is it that I kept finding myself in this state over and over again? Like, how did I keep ending up here, you know? I think I'm just gonna use my airspun powder today, y'all. Let's just use my airspun. But I need to do my nose first. And I want to brighten up a little bit more. So like, before I set this, I want to brighten up my inner. And this one is beige. This one's beige, and it's also NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. So now we're going in with this beige. Brighten it up a little better. And then we'll set it, y'all. Helping people heal and build confidence and self-love is basically, that's where my calling comes in at, okay? As someone who helps others, I was naturally reserved. So y'all understand it. Like, y'all seen over the last couple years, I've opened up like more to y'all in an effort to tell, you know, testimonies and to share my stories that could actually benefit you and help you avoid going through some of the things I went through, or help you cope with some of the things that I've had to go through. And, you know, like, how did I actually make it through those things? So that's why I share, not to just, you know, pour everything on you. You know, sometimes I see people on those chat boards and they be gossiping about these influencers and celebrities and stuff. And I don't know, it could just be jealousy or just hate, you know, because a lot of, especially women, be hating hard. And I'm like, they talking about maybe the person needs some friends and all this, that, and other. But like, who are you? Are you changing lives? Are you doing something to help other people? Like, who are you to be talking all this mess? You know, you talk all this trash about the next person when you can't get up and share your story. You can't, you know, open up to people about what, you know, some you then went through that could help them. So like, why are you talking mess? And then like, it's just, I don't know. And everything is online, so it ain't like once you put it out there, it's out there. So it ain't like they can take it back, you know. People use like these fake usernames and stuff like that, but like once it's out there, that stuff be out there. I just think like that's just tacky. And gossiping is like so messy. But like maybe that influencer, that was good for that influencer to share, you know, because you never know who else is going through something. So maybe, you know, you talking, you know, you going left talking all this crap, but maybe they actually help somebody. Maybe they actually help save somebody's life from what they shared. You know what I'm saying? And if God especially wants me to share something with y'all, whether I want to or not, I'm gonna be obedient and do that. You know, it may take some, you know, some effort, and it may take me, you know, a couple deep breaths and a couple glasses of wine, but I'm gonna get it together. Now, yeah, I really don't even, I don't drink heavy. You know, I have a drink occasionally, usually to celebrate something every now and again. Or I drink me a Red Bull or something like that. But, they ain't good for you though. I just be needing the dang energy because I deal with like muscle weakness and stuff like that. Y'all, let me just use this. And then we're going to go in with this setting powder and set. We're going to set all this highlighting we did. And y'all, this light is shining on me, so it's not going to look like that. Just FYI. We about to bring it back to life. I'm not going to look like we're going to the upper room. Not today. Not this time, okay? It may seem like that for the moment, but trust the process. I'm looking a little ghostly. But, yeah, my channel allows me to like have hands on. And, yeah, I'm going to use this Morphe, Vegan Pro V115 brush. Vegan Pro V115. It's a detailing brush. A detailing brush. It's a detail setting brush, y'all. And I got this from Morphe. I'm gonna use this to kind of, we're gonna dust this setting powder. Lightly dust it. Okay, so now is where I was telling y'all we're gonna add some color back in our face using this Maybelline Fit Me 355 Coconut Matte Poreless powder. 355 Coconut, baby. So I'm gonna go in. See, we getting toasty. Y'all see what I'm talking about?
Here I find myself again, time traveling only in my head. From the past to future play, or change, yeah. My emotions are valid, but the goal is not to be triggered every time. Never mind, it's just life.
I think I'm gonna go in with my I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Buttercup. I think I'm gonna dust with some of that. My Sacha Buttercup, I think I'm gonna use that. Yeah, this is Sacha Buttercup right here, y'all. But we still got quite a bit to do, so let's keep it moving. Okay, so that's that, y'all. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get my, wait a minute. I wanna use that palette. This is Morphe Bronze Show Mocha Moment. This is Mocha Moment. I just bought this. I showed y'all this for my birthday haul. So I'm going to use that and go on with that. Bronze it up, honey.
Okay, from my sanity to choose perfect peace, and now forever and always be here, present.
Put a little bit of that going down my chin. So yeah, y'all. So it was recently after beginning this journey that I began to get closer to God, when I began my lock journey. I mean, I was already like, you know, like I've always loved God, and I would read my Bible. Not nearly as regularly and stuff like as I do now. But, like starting this journey, I've been learning like so much like about myself that I really didn't even focus on before so much. I've always had so much, you know, other stuff going on and been worried about other people all the time, that I just really didn't put a whole lot of focus on myself. You know, I would make sure I was good, you know, for the sake of my clients. which right now I'm not, you know, accepting clients at this point. It's taking some time for me, you know. And I really wanted to like be more consistent with my influencing and stuff. So that's what I'm doing, and having a business. And when you're trying to maintain your health, that's already in itself a whole lot, if y'all know what I mean. That's a whole lot in itself. I began journaling a lot, y'all, and I even made a vision board that's God inclusive. And I wanted to just be extremely cautious about creating my vision board. I'm not bashing anyone else or what they believe. You know, do you at the end of the day. I just want it to be, I don't want nothing, nobody, you know, besides God giving me my blessings. I don't want, I don't want no other deity, no other nothing giving me nothing. So I just was cautious about, you know, if you're Christian and you don't even believe that that's okay. But I made sure that it was okay, you know, the way I was going about it with God. You can't let nobody else tell you what God is telling you and not telling you. And, you know, somebody else may not understand what it is that God is trying to do in your life. So sometimes you just, you know, have to just be mindful of who you're listening to and what you're listening to in terms of what God wants you to be doing. Because sometimes it can sound completely crazy, you know, to somebody else. Like they can't wrap their mind around it. It makes no sense to them. But a lot of things that God wants us to do, you know, won't necessarily make sense. Now, if you know it's something evil, you know that's not God. You know what I mean? But people will try to tell you things, and you just have to go for what you know. You have to, you know, pray and make sure you know God's voice. But that's what I did, you know. I will show y'all my vision board. I will include my vision board right here while I'm talking about it. I'll include that in a clip of my vision board so y'all can see what it looks like. And I will explain that to y'all. I'll do a voiceover on that part for y'all. But alright, y'all, so it's nothing spectacular. I purchased this small board from Amazon, and I went on Canva and used my color printer to just print what was important to me and the things that I want to see in my life. Looking at this keeps me positive and looking forward to what I want to happen, which is positive change. So yeah, that's pretty much that. I also have to show y'all my journal, but I have my vision board, and I recite and go over what's on my vision board, and I journal to manifest my desires and remove what God doesn't want for my life. And by my desires, I mean for what's in God's will, because like sometimes we think we know what's best. We be trying to tell him, you know, we need this and that with this and that and this and that. You know, you can have desires, but he don't want us to be, you know, too focused on just materialistic things only and stuff like that, you know. So we can pray and ask for a car. We need a car or a home or whatever it is. But, you know, you should also be praying and asking for things, you know, aside from that. Even maybe to put you in a position where you can give more frequently because you're in a better financial situation, you know. So anywho, how y'all, we bronzed up, and like I said, what shade was this? Mocha Moment, and it has a light sweet smell to it. It's not like the Jaclyn Hill one. I'll show y'all that one next time. But I'm feeling all bronzed up. Let me turn this light down. I think that's what got me glowing, y'all. Let me see something real quick. Okay. I think that's better. I mean, it was bright, and I don't even know why I had it so bright. I might have been filming a video on the other side where I have like my background and my other background, like when I'm doing hair and stuff. Or sometimes I'm like doing a haul video or something. I'll do it over there too. Especially if it's like a shopping haul, like a clothing haul. But anyway, y'all, so push my nose ring down. I got 2 on this side and 1 on this side. But let's get back into it. So I'm naturally a very joyful, cheerful person. Yeah, my lips are dry, so I'm gonna go in with my Peach Pout by Pixie Beauty. This is and it's called Peach Pout. Has a slight tint to it. Okay, boom, that's better. So anyway, we're gonna keep moving. I'm naturally a very joyful and cheerful person, but I also have discernment and tend to be very intuitive. So I can literally feel other people's emotions. So for example, like being at a funeral becomes so overwhelming if I begin to feel like the heaviness of everyone's sadness all at once. So I've been this way like since I was very young. One of my aunts would always tell me that I was different, and you know, I didn't really understand what she meant by that then. That I was different. I was like thinking like, aren't we all different, you know? I didn't know what different meant at, you know, just being an elementary school age child. I did not know like what that meant, what she meant by that. But y'all, she would always say that I was different. She would always tell me that. I always dealt with like jealous cousins, jealous friends, and most of the time they had many of the things that I didn't. So I always found that like really strange. And I would be asking God just as a little girl, like, why don't they like me? Or why, you know, like I'm very sweet and friendly. I love people. I love to hug. You know, I would give my last. Like I've always just been like that. So why are they like that? And as I matured and got older, I valued very few friendships, but began to notice that some were only meant to be in my life for a season. And so now, you know, I'm to a point where I'm okay with that. I'm like, you know, some people I miss, but I understand that the next stage that God had for me to go, you know, everybody couldn't come, you know, and staying in that place or in that environment would have kept me stagnant and from not moving forward. And you know, so when you mature and begin to like focus more on, you know, your success, your career, you know, those type of things, doing something that's within your purpose, when you get to focus on more of that, you could care less about going to the club and staying in the club all the time and getting in fights with folks. And I just didn't want that life for me, you know. I didn't want to stay there, and I wanted to grow and move forward. And in order to level up, a lot of time you got to be with people that's have even more understanding than you, because they are in a place where they can actually teach you. You can learn from them. You're not the only one that just has all the value, and you know, you always the most intelligent one. It's like that's not, you know, when God wants to advance you in the kingdom, that's how it gotta be, you know. He's not trying to keep you in the same situation where you can't grow and get to where you need to be because you're doing the same old, you know. Y'all, I'm trying to think of, my brows are tattooed, but y'all know I don't be leaving them like this. I think I'm gonna brush them up real quick.
I'm enough as I am fully equipped. Even when the tide.
Sometimes I don't want to really do anything to my brows. And don't let nobody tell y'all nothing wrong with makeup. If you like makeup, I don't feel I need it. I like being creative. It's calming to me. You know, you like what you like in a man or a woman, and within yourself. But if you like wigs, wear wigs. If you like locks, wear locks. If you like makeup, wear makeup. If you want to switch it up, switch it up. I can't stand somebody telling somebody else what to do. And people get mad and say, well, that's what they want. Well, you got to wait till you find that person, because, you know, obviously this one ain't the one or that one ain't the one. Because they shouldn't have to change who they are for you. You know what I'm saying? They should be able to be who they are. And if that's who they are, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's just like if you want a certain fade or you want to wear a ramp, well, you know, whatever you want to do. You know, that might not be a woman's favorite, but it might be another woman, or something another woman may not mind or may enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let people be who they are. And if that don't work for you, like if it's some things, you know, we can settle on, but I don't want to say settle. Some things we can be okay with and, you know, comfortable with. But if it's like, you know, something that could be harmful to you and stuff like that, and you can't deal with it, or if you just despise makeup or something like that, then you don't want to get with nobody that wears it, because you can't expect her to just change. If she was wearing makeup when you got with her, you shouldn't have a problem with her wearing it, you know, there forward. And maybe she don't have to wear it every day. Like with me, I go through stages. Like sometimes I just be like, I do not wear any makeup. Sometimes I do. Y'all know, y'all see me sometimes with it, sometimes without it. Even with wigs, y'all would see me rock my natural hair. Y'all would see me with wigs. I love change. I love to change it up. I love to be creative with what, you know, I like to see what I could come up with next as far as my style, as far as my makeup, aside from, you know, including my hair and so forth, you know. I like to, I just like to explore that. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Just let people be who they are. Because that's not cool. If you truly like really care for somebody and love them, you're not going to be, you know, that concerned about, you know, it shouldn't, you know, rub you the wrong way too much. Just that every now and again they do something that they want to do. I'm going to use this NYX Control Freak to set my brows real quick, y'all. But yeah, I always dealt with jealous cousins and friends and stuff like that. And once I matured and I got older, and you know, I just really saw like how cutthroat. There's some good people in the world, but everybody wasn't going to be good. Because I used to, you know, in my mind, it was that way, that I thought that everybody was great, or you had to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. And if they didn't show you great, that, you know, you had to give them this chance and this chance, you know, 3 times to get it right. And that's not true. That's showing people that it's okay, that you okay with letting them, you know, do you a certain way. So that's not wise. It's stupid, okay? It's stupid. I'm not calling y'all stupid. I'm just saying that, like, even when I did that, I was not thinking clearly. So I got my brows pretty much set. I'm trying to think. I don't know what I want to do with my eyes, y'all. I'm gonna use this Aromas palette that I got. It's by You Can Be on Amazon. I will link it down below for y'all. But look at this beautiful palette. Start to share. I am a gorgeous shades, huh? Y'all, I think I'm gonna use these brushes today. These Real Techniques brushes. This is their eye brush set that I got from Amazon. It's $915.29. I will link this down below too. So these are what those brushes look like. Adaptable. I am adaptable. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Safe from me. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with, let's see, I'm gonna go in with Sandalwood. That's very pretty. This right here. I'm gonna go in with Sandalwood. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna keep talking to y'all as I do this. But yeah, y'all, so I used to ask God, like, what is wrong with me and why I'm so different. And I didn't understand, like, how grown women could just, like, have an issue with me. Like, it didn't make any sense to me. Like, I was like, I see, you know, grown women and grown women have issues. But the fact that grown women would be acting, like, jealous. And I really didn't quite understand jealousy. I just knew something was off, you know. I knew that I didn't do anything to them for them to be acting like that, you know. But I wasn't perfect, you know, but I was very loving and very friendly. Like, I've always been like that. Now I'm just, I'm definitely not naive, and I'm definitely not gullible. And I learned to not ignore that instinct and that intuition. I'm just not one that charges $19.99 and do it, you know, no shade towards anybody that does it. But, you know, because of what I believe. God would not be too happy with me for doing that. So I use it, you know, I would use it in a way of providing therapy and helping people, even though it could have also been a spiritual struggle they were experiencing. I utilize my counseling skills to help people cope with their problems and things like that. So that was also, you know, doing pleasing God, you know, pleasing to God. So
You tell him he's all you see. Tell him you got his keys, cause you thought he needed them, but he's not coming back again.
and y'all, one thing that I usually do that I did not do this time was I usually put a little bit of concealer on my lid. But look how pigmented this is. Regardless, it's very pigmented. So I can still, you know, add a little bit of concealer if I want to. I don't think I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna go in with this other brush here, and I'm gonna go in with this plate. I'm gonna go into this plate shadow right here. It's like a peachy looking color. I don't know if the camera does it justice, but like, can y'all see that? It's like a peachy looking color. Look at that. Woo, woo. Y'all can't tell me that ain't pretty. Ooh, baby child.
So he's gone, leaving then. You won't see him again.
Ooh, okay. I started to realize that God was removing people from my life. I fought him on not wanting to become a therapist, but he wasn't having that. So, as y'all can see, I didn't win that one. When God wants you to do something, you will not tell him you're not gonna do it. Yeah, that's just, I think it's gonna just be that, because it's not. He's not gonna let you roll like that. Trust and believe it. He is not allowing that to go down. Go down. I'm gonna go back into that sandalwood again and just try to use this different brush right here. And just define this a little bit.
It was convenient, but you won't be.
And give it a little dimension right here. Alright, y'all. So anyway. Now this tripped me out. So I didn't want to become a therapist because I had someone in my life, they tried to take their life and blame it on me. Back in my this was back in my first year of college, and like, it had nothing absolutely to do with me. So like, it was like, don't take it personal, but I took it personal because it scared the living crap out of me. And y'all, I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm gonna keep it 100. That right there was the extra push I needed to get out of that toxic 6-year relationship that I was in. And that did it. So in a way, I kind of thanked that person. Like, even though that was absolutely nuts and it was just a better way to go about it. But because they were, you know, kind of young. Not that they didn't really know it any better or whatever, because wrong is wrong. But they were going through something, obviously. But I didn't want to be in nobody's family and dealing with nothing like that if I wasn't dealing with that in my own family. You know what I mean? Like, my own people went through stuff. I went through stuff with, you know, my family. Like, we've always been a close family, but it was some drama that went on, child, over the years. Because the enemy be busy. That is why. That is why, I tell you. But yeah, it scared the crap out of me though. And I didn't want to be accountable for anyone's life after that, y'all. I didn't. I'm gonna go ahead and start on my other eye real quick before I finish this one.
Staying friends, and you know that. Sweetie, you know that. Think you knew it before, but you just ignored that. So now you won't take backs.
But yeah, I didn't want to be responsible for nobody's life after that. Me becoming a therapist really helped me though. It helped me stop being naive and gullible, for one. It also helped me to use my intuition and to pick up on signs of mental illness and substance abuse, which had existed in my family for years. That's why I say, like, my family wasn't perfect, you know. Generational curses and like I'm helping break those generational curses. You know what I'm saying? And if you had any family that was involved in like any type of witchcraft, that stuff can follow you. I don't want to be tied to that. Don't want to be involved with it. It's just not for me. And if you've, you know, been in a place where they do it and stuff a lot, and you just, you know, you get a feel of it, and it don't sit right with you, you just don't want to mess with that, you know. Because yeah, we did have people in the family that dabbed in that mess, but I don't want no parts of it. I love my family always, but no indeed. I act.
There's no refunds here, so you saw the hurt. It makes you see clear that you were just.
I don't want to continue to tie myself to nothing I don't want to be tied to. It's important, it's very important to take care of your physical and your mental health. I'm going to be the one to tell you. It's very important. We all need to. Mental health and other helping professionals must do the same. Like, we're human too. I always tell y'all that. And how can you help others like when you aren't properly caring for yourself? Before long, you're trying to give pieces of yourself that you just don't have to give. And that's why that just don't work too well. Yep. That's exactly what happened. So the blush I'm gonna use this Milani Spice Rose blush.
You were just lost, but now you're found, and you realize it wasn't at all like what you created in your mind.
Alright, so we done made it a little spicy. This LSC highlighter is an illuminating highlighter I got from Amazon. I want to show y'all this. Look at this, child.
It wasn't even nice, you wasted all your time.
Y'all see this? So I'm gonna go in with this under my brow area right here. Ooh, she came to glow. Okay. Then go in over here. Same thing. Put a little bit right here and a little bit right here on the tip of my nose. Then I'm gonna take this same highlighter and use this little brush right here. And I'm going to.
You didn't even like him in real life. He said he thought it would be nice if we went for a ride in his dad's Jaguar.
So anyway, y'all. So we are all human, but you can't really be there for others to help them if you're not properly caring for yourself. But before long, you're trying to give pieces of yourself that you just don't have to give. And that's like where I was, you know. I was always so concerned about everybody else, and it's like, who gonna care for me? Who gonna be concerned about me, you know, at the end of the day? Because you probably, I don't know if you realize it yet in this lifetime, but you're gonna realize there's a lot more people that's selfish and about themselves than they are about helping anybody else. There are, you know, I do give credit to those that are still not that way, but it's very few. It's very few that's that way. Y'all see what we working with so far? Not a whole lot, just a little something something. But that highlighter is very, very nice. I like it a lot. I will link it down below for y'all, but it's Twilight Glow. Twilight Glow. We're glowing like a star in the sky. My Kiss I Envy Lash Glue Liner Pen. Y'all know that's one of my faves. When I'm trying to just pop on the lash and be through with it, child, that's what I do. But, yeah, when you ain't got, you know, a piece of yourself left to give, you just ain't got a piece of yourself left to give. So in saying this, I want to express how important it is that I be authentic and transparent with y'all. And, I tend to be very private about things. However, if I know that I can offer value in your lives through sharing certain experiences, I will do so, you know, in a tasteful way. I'm not messy, so I'm not the one to get on here and just blab about every little thing. More of it relates to like mental health, a life experience, a lesson I didn't learn, something you can do different to avoid a situation, whatever. You know, avoid toxic people and stuff like that. You know, I'm here for it. I'm here to, you know, gotta let y'all have that, because why would I withhold that from you? Like, how is that being good to you and caring about y'all? You know, how's that giving a damn about you? you know. So, you know, that's not gonna be me. So, you know, either you like me or you don't, you know. Love me or hate me. Take me or leave me. You know, that's y'all choice at the end of the day. But I love y'all. We tend to attract certain people and situations based on things like our childhoods, y'all. So, for example, my relationship with my biological father was very inconsistent, but don't get it twisted. I love him because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wouldn't even be here. So I also understand that why, you know, he wasn't the father that I wanted him to be, and things impacted him throughout his life. That influenced his choices and who he was as a person. You know what I mean? I don't make excuses for it, but I understand. Understanding that helped me a lot. It helped me understand that I kept choosing people in my life whom were toxic, mentally unstable, dishonest, verbally abusive, two-faced. Not just, you know, romantic relationships, but friendships even. Like I was like a magnet for attracting that. A lot of times when you you're more of an empath, you know, you tend to attract people like that too, that are broken. Because they will feed off of you like leeches. But I had a big loving family on both sides, but also a lot of dysfunction. I'm gonna go ahead and actually I need to know what lashes I'm putting on first. What lashes we gonna do, y'all? I think I'm gonna wear some of those. These are pretty. I got these from Shein. So I just want to go ahead and get the lash out before I start, because it, you know, I don't want it to dry down and don't stick right. So I need like some darker, you know. I'm gonna go in this Morphe face palette because it has some dark brown. I'm gonna go in this deepest brown there is and just add a little dimension to this sucker.
Wrapped up in the moment, sitting in his car, but you know.
Okay, that did it for me. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop these lashes off of here real fast. Let me go ahead and nip them. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these real quick. So those are ready, y'all. So let me show y'all this what the lash look like. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing this. But so when I began my lock journey, I began my self-improvement journey. Basically, if you don't journal, I recommend that you start, y'all, for real. I've been able to pinpoint like what is truly important to me, what I truly deserve, and who does not deserve my energy or presence. It's something about reading my Bible, journaling, and like observing my vision board. Y'all, this is like tickling me, I'm sorry. That just helps me give that extra push and keep going and not give up, you know. I'm gonna be quiet for a minute so I could get this on, y'all.
It won't take you far. And you
This is both lash glue and liner at the same time.
know that, sweetie, you know.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and pop that on, y'all. Then we'll do the other one. So let's go ahead and put this bad girl on. I like to use these little tweezers. And look down.
Know that, and you knew it before, but you just ignored that. So now you won't take backs, but that's
And just push it into the liner glue like that. Just press it in to make sure it's on good. And then I just take this and make sure like the end right there is kind of hanging. This gives me that extra push, y'all. Everyone doesn't know how to love, okay? Let's keep it real. Everybody does not know how to love. Some are incapable of loving, okay? So when we give people that don't deserve it our energy, they drain us. and it's highly likely that we're feeding demons. What? Say what? Yes, you heard me right. It's very highly likely that we're feeding demons. They sucking up all that good old energy if you give it to them. If you have to go back and forth with someone to the point of it disrupting your happiness, they need to go. So what if they don't have boundaries? So what? What do you mean, so what? No, I'm just playing, huh? No, it's really not so what. But what if they don't have boundaries? Not your problem. Baby, they better recognize that you ain't the one. We can't make people obey our every command, but we can demand respect. And once you start figuring out who you are, you know what you do and you don't need, okay? You'll begin picking up on folks' vibes to the point where it no longer takes you 10 years to figure out that someone just wasn't for you, okay? When you young, you get into things that when you older, you ain't trying to go through again if you didn't already been through it. I tried to told you. In the past, I pick men and I pick friends based on examples that I've seen, and that just wasn't it. I put myself through far more pain than necessary, all from just not being aware. Cheated on numerous times, not because I deserved it. I wasn't a cheater, never have been. But you can't just let stuff happen to you either. That's why boundaries are very important. That 3 chance rule and you out the door, it's caca. It's a bunch of caca, malarkey, whatever you want to call it. Y'all, let me do this eye real quick.
There are funds here, so you sort of heard.
So nobody groaning in their right mind need no 3 goddamn chances for everything. If it take you 3 chances to get everything in your life right, young or not, like, you ought to be learning from your mistakes, y'all. And we all should be. Ain't none of us perfect. But we don't need to be doing stuff time and time again and it put us in a bad place. And we still wondering why we ain't reached change, or we keep ending up in the same hurtful places, is because of our choices and the things that we're doing that we have not changed, that the things that have been the same in our life that's leading us to be stuck in that place. And that will cause you to be in a place of unhappiness for a long time. Believe me when I tell you, I was always like so loving and kind, but then I began to believe that I needed to be tough because being loving and kind got my heart broken time and time again. Time in and time out. I was brokenhearted. And what you have to realize that everybody is not deserving of having your heart. So you can't just give that to just anybody. And if you know you looking for examples that was like your father or your grandfather or the one male that was around you and they wasn't a good example, then you got to find, you know, a better example of a man to be, you know what I mean? Because if you know that wouldn't work, and if it didn't work for your grandmother and it didn't work for your mom possibly or whoever you got the example from, if it wasn't working for them, 9 times out of 10, that's not going to be it for you. That's not going to be the knight in shining armor. Same for the men. If y'all saw bad examples in your mothers or anybody who raised you that was a woman, the women in your lives, same thing. If it wasn't working then, don't go try to find a woman like that. Because some of them relationships I really could have did without. But it's a learning experience too. Because sometimes if you don't go through things, you don't know what to avoid. And you don't know what to look for and be mindful of. So it's definitely a learning experience. But it's not something that you want to keep putting yourself in constantly over and over again. It's very unhealthy for your mindset and your body. That's why it's important that we set boundaries. And if we allow people to walk all over us and do whatever they want to do to us, we're setting ourselves up for a lifetime of heartache. A lifetime of heartache. and pain and sorrow. Like, for real, it's deep. Someone who truly loves you will be willing to get professional help, y'all, if that's what they need to do. Like, if it's just beyond anything else and they just really need professional help, I don't care if they're not ready to face it or whatever, but if they're not willing to, guess who gotta, you gotta be smart. If they don't want to do what they need to do to get themselves together, you have to be smart. You gotta be better than that. Screw being shy and polite, and like, God is loving and we want to be the same, but he didn't tell us we had to let everybody walk all over us. He didn't say we just had to let people do to us what they want to do, that we had to just go with that. That's why you're supposed to get with who he chooses for you. Okay? It's never worth risking your life over to make it work with anybody, with nobody. It's never worth risking your life. When people show you who they truly are, please believe them. Breakups and friendships that end hurt for a while, but at least you're left with your sanity and your peace of mind. Sugars, do you hear me? You heard me? Sanity and peace of mind. They ain't got you walking around, like you done lost half of your mind, or maybe your whole mind. You ain't walking around like that, because at least you still have that left. You know what I mean? Y'all, under my eye, I'm gonna use, what I do with my palette, I'm gonna go back in under my eye with this palette, and I'm gonna use this same sandalwood shade under my eye. Just kind of stamp it under there.
It makes you see clear. You were just lost, but now you found, and you realize it wasn't at all like what you created in your mind. It wasn't even nice.
That look good, y'all. I like it. And then I'm gonna take that sandalwood. Hold on. I'm gonna take that same sandalwood color and go in here.
Wasted all your time. You didn't even like him in real life.
Okay. I'm gonna take a little bit of this caramel concealer by NYX. I'm gonna take just a little dot of that and put that on my lip. I'm gonna use this is Milky by NYX. This is Milky by NYX.
Real life.
Y'all, this video is probably gonna be pretty lengthy because I took my time with it. And I'm not still done talking to y'all, because I wanted to make sure that I touch on everything, because I've been wanting to do this for a minute. I just wasn't feeling it. I was just at a place where I don't know. I just did not feel like, I just was struggling with, being consistent, and was dealing with like quite a bit of things outside of, doing what I needed to do for my channel, my business, and so forth. And I'll do an update about that too soon for y'all. This is Milky's, and what shade is that? Cookies and Milk. And I'm going to use this now, this NYX Liquid Suede. It is in Club Hopper. I'm going to use that now.
Talking about that real life. Holding on cause it just feels nice. But let's get back to
Gotta blend that. Let me get a little bit of this foundation so I can clean up around my lip.
life. Real life. Talking about that.
What I really want y'all to do, my loves, is not let someone hurt y'all repeatedly. This is my Shein, that double wanded mascara. I usually put this on the top too, but it's all good. We didn't today. But yeah, Don't let somebody hurt you repeatedly until your heart is dark, my loves. Beloved, if I ain't told you nothing else is going to help you, please listen to that. That definitely happened to me. Okay? This can harshly impact your health, your mental health, and cause dangerous stress. Becoming bitter is the last thing that you want to do in this lifetime. The last thing you want to do. Y'all see that coming along okay? Like, start first by getting to know yourself. And you don't need anyone to tell you who you are, okay? We, to the point where everything is social media based, you know, these days. And people think just because you're on social media, they have a right to do and say whatever they please just because you on there. But let me tell you something. You choose to listen who you want to listen to. If somebody's bringing negative energy and you don't want to see what they're saying or hear what they're saying because it's causing you to have a mental breakdown and they have no clue what you're going through on the other end, but they're just being mean and evil, that's bull, okay? You ain't gotta buy that. But just because you on social media, now if you just on there telling all your business, you know, you doing things and you know you got your kids in the background and you being a little ratchet or something and they judging you. I mean, people gonna judge you. I'm just saying you probably you're gonna expect that more then. But if it's just somebody just being out of line for the sake of just being mean and out of line, you don't have to put up with that. You can control your environment, whether it's on social media or not. That's why you can block people. That's why you can report people. Because people get to the point where it gets dangerous. And ain't nobody on social media worth my life or yours. So you share what you want to share. And if somebody is being nasty about it, screw them. You telling what and sharing, you know, your testimony, your story, and you in hopes of helping somebody else, maybe for your own healing, whatever it's for, that's your business. Broken people and toxic people, they don't like boundaries. So when you tell them, you know, they can't be there, you don't want to hear this and hear that, they don't care. But guess what? They can move on to the next person they can harass and make them happy and bring that old nasty energy around. That's baloney just because it's social media. Just because you're on social media. People use that excuse need to go get thrown in the dang trash can. People make excuses all day. How does that make it right, what you're doing? If you not, you know what I mean? If you're just being ugly, nasty, and ridiculous. Don't nobody want to battle with your demons. If you're with someone and cannot be your true, authentic self, then they are definitely not the one. What we call the one. God is not going to pair you with someone that you have to become someone else for. Okay? Yes, it's possible to make improvements, but you should be able to be who you are. Okay? With the right person. Everyone is not going to be the right one. They're not going to be the one. Okay? As a matter of fact, most are not going to be the one. Because it's called the one for a reason. That means there's something special about that one. That one is not like all the others. That one is special for you. One thing that we have to learn, especially when we're young, is to be more patient when it comes to relationships and who we getting with and allowing in our presence, allowing to vacation in our presence so regularly. It shouldn't take nobody threatening your life or nothing else like that for you to move wisely. It should never take nothing like that. That should be something that you already paying attention to. Because if they seem that throwed off, that they would unlife somebody in the first place, baby, what you doing? Why are you still there? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all want me to do some videos for y'all on dealing with toxic people? People who, whether they be actually diagnosed as narcissistic, having narcissistic personality disorder, or even the traits, even, you know, if it's just the traits, you know if it's unsettling for you and if you're in a situation you don't need to be in. Get out. Do you hear me? Get out. I just look at it like some people have been in my life for a season. And you know, I'm okay with that. We did what we did, had a good time while we did, but, you know, had to grow and move forward and do different things in life, and that's that, you know. But please do not rush, you know, into no relationships, and pay attention to the red flags and warnings. Overlooking these can lead you to being miserable, depressed, and possibly in an unsafe situation. I'm trying to think what I've left out. Yeah, but they could possibly have you end up in an unsafe situation for you, your children. Men go through this too. It's women out there that are very dangerous, just the same. There's a lot of people out there with mental illness that's untreated altogether. So I'd be more than happy to bring y'all some topics and information to, you know, to help y'all in that area if y'all like to. If y'all are healing for something, you know, working on it, trying to heal. You know, it just helps to talk about it. It does. And but that could lead you to being miserable and depressed and stuff, like I was saying, in an unsafe situation too. So we hear about people unlifing people on the regular now. So it's so sad. Like two damaged or broken people who get together before they're healed, y'all. What happens is it just brings about chaos and dysfunction on their children. And why? God gonna judge us for that too. I'm gonna keep it real. We're gonna be judged for that. We're gonna be judged for a lot of things, but the hell that your kids are going through because of you and whoever, that affects those children later on in life. What they're exposed to, what they hear, what they see. Like, we really got to do better when it comes to that. And I've counseled the ages 2 all the way up to elderly, like, you know, in the 80s, upper 80s. And I used to do counseling in the area of I've done substance abuse counseling too, but my main focus was like co-occurring, you know, like disorders. Let me re-say that. I was working with abused and neglected adults, as well as SA. I'll put the words up. SA, adults and children as well. And it's really sad how evil people can be in this world, the things that they can do that traumatize the victims. And it's really, if you've been through something like that, my heart goes out to you, mis amores, okay? My heart goes out to you. When it's time for you to, sorry y'all, we don't want our elbow today. But when it's time for you to elevate and you are stuck around people that you know can't go with you, you'll have to stay strong and separate yourself, because you prolong your growth and your goals by being around low frequencies and vibrations in these low frequency environments. I'm gonna just say it like it is. Ain't no pretty way to put it, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, I need to find my I'm looking for my setting spray, my Morphe continuous setting mist. I'm almost out of this one, but I bought a new one, so I'm about to use this up real quick. Yes. Fabulous. Get my little fan, y'all, because honey, whew. I got this fan from Amazon. I'll link that below for y'all. Woo, yeah, sugars. But do you see like how it just comes together and I have a glow? Yes, I have a glow. Okay, y'all, so we did that. We didn't set our face. I don't know if y'all can see my little glow going. My little glow popping off. Oh yeah, looking good. I don't know, but I like it. Me like. Okay, so anyway, y'all, let me give you an example. So there were certain people that I finally came to understand that we never be on the same path. They weren't planning on changing, that for themselves either. So I had to learn to pay attention to that, and you should too. When I was around them, my goals weren't being accomplished, and bad things would constantly happen, and my moods were off. You know what I'm saying? And I feel heavy, like I was also carrying the weight of their problems, if that makes sense. Have y'all ever been through that before? Y'all drop down in the comments, let me know. But the moment I was away from them and the environment, that particular environment, that toxic environment, I began to flourish like never before. Never before I would begin to just spread my wings and fly, okay? Things would begin happening again and in my favor. So be wise. Keep your eyes and ears open, and be the real woke, if you know what I mean. When you can be spiritually woke, mentally just woke altogether. Being woke entails listening, observing, studying, learning a lot more than what you open your mouth. And that's why I told you I could be like very, like quiet and like off to myself. But it's crazy because when I'm comfortable with people, I don't know if any of y'all are like that too. Like, and y'all know I just had a birthday. My birthday was September 4th, by the way. But I don't know if y'all are like that. But I can be very quiet and reserved when I'm trying to like just pay attention and get a good feel for somebody, get to know how they are. I'm gonna be extremely like quiet, but like when I'm comfortable, I know you're gonna be like, she a whole nother person. Like, y'all, I be silly, I'm goofy as can be. I'm not, like, I used to be shy. I'm not really shy no more, but if I want to dance, I'm going to dance. If I want to sing, I'm going to sing. You know what I mean? So it just depends on the vibes and the energy, around me. Like, I can't make it do what it do and be myself if I'm around somebody that don't have that energy. You ever be somewhere with somebody that act kind of weird, your vibes kind of off, and you walk in like a party or like it could be a Christmas party for your job or something. You walk in with them and everybody quiet. It's like they don't blend in with none of the people. When they whole vibe is so off that it stops everybody, and they just like, like the whole mood just changed. Like, you don't need to be with nobody like that, and you don't need to be surrounding yourself with nobody like that. It's okay to be around people that's different. But yeah, that's a sign that it's something that's off. But yeah, that's what I wanted to share with y'all. But I hope y'all like my look. Since I hope y'all like my look since I was fidgeting around today. But this is why I I like to, y'all know, based on the products and stuff I make. Y'all have seen me make lip gloss, body butter, body shimmer oil. I love things that allow me to utilize my creativity. Makeup. Like I said, I don't feel like I have to have it on all the time, and I don't have it on all the time. But it's okay to love what you love, my loves. It's okay to be you and like what you like. If he is for you or she is for you, and I'm not saying not to take care of yourself, because let me say this. That's a little juicy here, y'all. If the relationship is based off of looks from the get-go, and that person lets they self go to the point where they looking like Mr. Werewolf, they looking like an ape or something, not shaving, not taking care of themselves. They used to be all, rico suave, but now they like looking just a hot soggy mess like every day, like, and your relationship was based off of like, ooh, damn, she fine, he fine. What you think is gonna happen when that person no longer care, don't put in no effort, don't work out, don't care what they eat, nothing? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like just let themselves go. And that's all it was based off of to begin with. You didn't start from a strong foundation. And y'all know I've done like a lot of counseling, so I've told couples this all the time. I've been through, I've experienced it myself. And yeah, If that person didn't meet you looking busted, why do you think it's okay now? It's okay to get comfortable, but you want to take care of yourself. Like, have some dignity and respect and love for yourself. And then it messes with your confidence when you don't take care of yourself. That's why I teach y'all a lot about confidence and building confidence, because it means a lot. Even in you going to get a job, how you speak in an interview, how you communicate with others when you out. Maybe you shy and timid, but you know, you want to get better with that. If you feel like your mouth is dry and your lips is crusty, you got sleep in your hygiene and wash your face in the morning, you're not keeping up with your hygiene. Like, why would you be confident? And why would any woman or man like be drawn to that? It may be somebody out there for you, but you can't expect them to come along and be no dime piece. You can't be expecting to get, a perfect 10 and you down here looking like 0 to hero. And I'm just saying, like, we physically got to take care of, ourselves. You may not have all the money in the world, but let me tell you, do you see all the things I do, that I get on my channel and show y'all that I learned to do and that I do on my own without having to pay anybody? When I want to treat myself and pamper myself, I try to make it happen, but I don't have to get my coins out, unless I want to. There, you can learn how to cut your hair. There are so many videos out there. You might get it wrong a couple times. Put on a hat, whatever, if you can wear a hat at work, or cut it bald if you messed up too much, but you just got to practice. And by the time you cut it, a couple times, you're going to get it. I'm just saying, if you're to a place where you just cannot afford that, but you do want to get yourself to a place where you financially, doing okay, and you're not, struggling, and you don't have a whole bunch of mental problems and trauma that you're dealing with, and bring that in a relationship. Because let me tell you, it's going to be like lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. I'm serious. That's what it's going to be like. And that's not happiness. You don't want that. So, but yeah, y'all, I'm not going to keep y'all any longer. I know this has been long enough. I would split it up into 2 parts, but y'all can just come back, pause it, and come back and finish watching where you left off at, okay? Let me know down below some topics, some relationship topics y'all want me to chime in on, and I will do so. But thanks for getting ready with your girl, LAL. Your girl, Lovely Angel Lady, loves y'all so much. I thank y'all for watching, and I hope that you found this video helpful. Something, I hope you found in it. And please share, because sharing is caring, and it's free sugars to become one of my loves officially. It don't cost you nothing. It's free, baby. So go ahead and press that subscribe button, just like that. You heard me? Go ahead and do it right now. Thank y'all so much. Me love y'all like that. But y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all week. It's almost the weekend. Your girl, Lovely Angel, loves you. And I'm going to be back real soon with another one, y'all. Be on me. Y'all stay on me. I need y'all to hold me. I need accountability partners, because I finally made myself do this one. So I feel like, I got the push that I needed. But, I don't want to forget. So 4 months. This is what my locks are looking like. Not as much definition. Just got a retwist. 1 week ago, 7 days from today. And I don't have my baby hairs done or nothing like that, y'all. It's just raw, and this is what you get. Okay, you heard me? This is what you get. So, yeah, they come along good. But one thing that I wanted to tell y'all about is shrinkage. I don't know if y'all can notice, but I've gotten some shrinkage. I'm totally okay with that. I've been loving every stage. At first I was getting kind of ticked off because the curl. I was getting ticked off because the curls, like I was having like curls in this part and not only in this part. But yeah, it's locking up and doing what it needs to be doing. They're not nearly as defined. The twists are kind of fading out like they need to. But yep, so that's what we working with now, y'all. As far as the 4 months, and I'm gonna be a little bit more detailed when I do the 5-month update. I just wanted to include that in this video for y'all, that they are flourishing, and I've been loving every stage. Like, I don't feel like I've had really an ugly stage or anything like that. I feel like they're beautiful at every stage that I've gone through, and I'm looking forward to every change from here on forward, as well as with my personal growth. We all can be better and do better, and ain't none of us perfect. So being cocky is not gonna help us. You know what I mean? Being cocky it's not gonna help us. Having Napoleon syndrome, none of that stuff is not gonna help us. So, you know, we just gotta be the best that we can be and be honest with ourselves about positive change. I put up a post today on Instagram, so if y'all want to check my Instagram, y'all can see it. But that stop letting your insecurities control you, because I've noticed so many people doing it, and you can just tell when people insecure as hell about things, and it's okay to be human. But when you projecting that on other people, it's gross. Ew. Yeah, it ain't cute. It ain't cute at all. But I put on there steps to help you with that. So yeah, check that out. And I do post up quotes and stuff like that from time to time. Please go follow girl at Lovely Angel Lady, all one word, on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. It's at Lovely Angel Shop on TikTok. I'm thinking about changing it back to Lovely Angel Lady, but I still do have my shop, y'all. But I'll give y'all an update on that soon. So y'all have a good rest of your day, and your girl is gonna let y'all go. Be wise, pump your brakes, slow it down. Don't be rushing these relationships, because I'm telling you, it'll be a hot mess. It's hard out there. It's hard out here. But your girl loves you. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Bye.